The news network for the people, combating the mainstream media.
A Johns Hopkins senior scholar, Dr. Amesh Adalja, told CNBC on Tuesday that the new coronavirus will likely cause yearly outbreaks, with most of the cases being mild. Quote, "It's going to become part of our seasonal respiratory virus family that causes disease," end quote, Adalja said on Squawk Box. Now, Squawk Box is a morning news and talk program on which the biggest names in business and politics discuss the day's stories. However, he expects the current outbreak to turn into a mild pandemic and spread further into the United States. Currently, there's only 12 confirmed U.S. cases, according to the CDC. China's National Health Commission on Thursday raised its confirmed coronavirus cases in the country to 28,035. The death toll rose to 563 in China. Also, one fatality in the Philippines and one in Hong Kong, for a total of 565. The World Health Organization said there's been more than 150 coronavirus cases in about 24 countries outside of China. Many health professionals and analysts believe the number of cases to be much higher, which could bring the mortality rate below its current 2%. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases and former FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb, told CNBC in recent days that they also believe the coronavirus outbreak will turn into a pandemic. Health officials could declare a pandemic if the virus were to start to affect a larger number of people across the globe. The term epidemic is reserved for a more localized spread. Quote, "It's important that we get a handle on what the severity is and who has the risk factors, so that we can protect those individuals," end quote, Dr. Adalja said. He also adds, "Many people are going to get mild illness, and it's going to be more like a flu-like illness for many people, but for some it may be very severe," end quote. Now, the U.S. instituted on Sunday a mandatory 14-day quarantine of Americans who in the last 2 weeks have visited Hubei province in China, where the city of Wuhan, the center of the outbreak, is located. The Trump administration is also instructing Americans returned to the U.S. to undergo a 2-week self-quarantine if they have been in other parts of mainland China in the past 2 weeks. However, Dr. Adalja said he's not sure containment efforts will work, since it's a respiratory virus that's already in more than 20 countries. Quote, "That really argues against containment," end quote.